right, and we are go. Hello, everybody. Good day, greetings, salutations, and what up? So today, streaming on YouTube. If you're hearing me say that, you probably already knew that. But on YouTube, I've decided to stream a series where I'm going to be building, in creative, mind you, my Dungeons and Dragons world, Mergedworlds, in Minecraft. Now, I was originally going to do this in Sky Factory, but recently I've been playing another mod called Sky Farm, and so I've decided to use it only because it has a lot more blocks for building, artistic stuff, from roofs to shingles to all that kind of stuff, and what Sky Factory offers. And I wanted to have as many options as I could when trying to build this important to me kind of thing. Let's see here. Hello, everyone. Oh, everyone, let's be here. Elemental Dad, Smitty, Random Guy, what up? Silky's here. Big Mac and Yerbs. Good day. I feel perfectly fine. Raven never has aftershocks or hangovers, to be honest with you. I am immune to such things. Now, we will have many a monster spawn as I'm trying to start out here. Right now, I'm just getting us a little bit of a place to start with. So, if you follow any of my Mergedworlds Dungeons and Dragons stuff, you'll know that Serenity is the main home of three of our main heroes. And I'm quite proud of it and how it's turned out. And that's what I'm going to be looking to build first. Look at all these. All this. Look at all the chickens. Lots of mobs. Wilden Hunters. Oof, I'll have to deal with all those later. What's this? A Wilden Stalker. Lots of mobbity mobs, but that's okay. I wonder if there's any dread lamps in this. I never bothered to look. There are. Good. That'll work. And, oh yeah, I want to see if there were flare lanterns as well. There are. Excellent. That'll solve a lot of these problems. Oh, tartar sauce and such? Yes. Again, Draven, the super immune. Not have any problems. By the time I went to sleep, I felt fine. Luckily, that stuff subsides pretty quickly, and it was all in one kind of blast, too. If I'd been doing that over 3 or 4 hours, you know, something every 15 minutes for hours, that's what Extra Life is like. When I do my 24-hour Extra Life stream, man, oops. Why did I go there? I get the funkies for that, for sure. What are you doing? Get out of there. What is this? Why is there dirt here? No sense to anybody. But yeah. So yeah, last night we had a lot of fun in 7 Days to Die. Well, I had a good time as well. I was actually doing a little bit of research on that today. I guess they're expecting Alpha 20 to come out relatively soon. If they do, that's going to change a lot of the way 7 Days works. So that will make it a whole new adventure for survival. Those of us who think we know the game and then they change it all again. That does happen often. How are you all doing today? What is today? Sunday? How was your weekend? Get into anything cool? Oh yeah, and I guess I should do the obligatory, hey, thanks for coming by. If you have a good time, please remember to like and subscribe. That would be awesome sauce. Why do I always leave a little crack? Didn't mean that inappropriate, but I enjoyed the fact that it sounded that way. Why are there little holes here? This is nowhere near as big as I'm going to need. Going to need a lot of space here. I'm building a kingdom after all. We're going to spend the first few minutes just giving us a large plot of land. Also, we're going to need a lake. A big lake. Smack dab in the middle of it. So that'll be interesting. I already have an idea of how we're going to get that. Pretty good. Ah, somebody made a break for it. Somebody made a break for it. What have you guys been playing? Everybody doing any Minecraft this weekend? I had to do that Microsoft account swap thing today. That was a hassle and an annoyance, but we got it done. Thankfully. Plus, Panda got her Merged Worlds shirt that she ordered. Arrived today. That was cool. Always excited to see people wearing the merch. Sky Factory and Project Ozone. Okay, gotcha. You know, I've played Sky Factory a couple times. It's still my favorite mod pack of all time. And I'm going to work on this for a while. Figure after this, when I jump back into Sky Factory next, I'm going to be doing a prestige run. That's my next goal for Sky Factory. GTA, I fiddled with a little GTA as well today. Did a couple of the missions for the repair shop. I'm doing well, Wyatt, and yourself. Well, what's up, Fuji? Just building land that will one day be a kingdom. A kingdom of Serenity. Hopefully it will be cool. Also put a little bit of time into painting some more, online, digitally, mind you, some more minis for some more D&D Merge Worlds characters. Some that have been recently added to the story, and some who have yet to be added. I worked up one of the figures for a new character that will be added to that storyline in the near future, semi-near future, but is very quickly one of my favorite NPCs I think I've put together, so very excited to introduce that person. This is Sky Farm. I'm using it to build my D&D thing here because it has more building blocks than Sky Factory does. It has almost everything Sky Factory has and more. So, I'll give you an example. As you can see, kitchen sinks, drawers, mailboxes, cooking grills if you want some of that. Kitchen sinks, filing cabinets, refrigerators. Let me see. A million type. I didn't realize there were so many foods in this pack. But there's a lot of really cool blocks and lanterns, different shelves, things that I haven't seen before. There's a whole mess of shingles. I'm excited. Oddly enough, it's a weird thing to be excited by shingles, but where is it at? I'm almost to the shingles. They're after this. There they are. Look at all them shingles. Look at all those shingles. What am I building? I'm going to start by building the Kingdom of Serenity, which is from my Merged Worlds D&D stuff. Then I'm going to build onto that and build more and more of Merged Worlds. Planning to build the $100 shark card, auto shop, nightclub, and oppressor. Gotcha. I have that stuff, and they are cool. Nightclub's not bad. It's a decent way to make money. Yeah, the arcade is as well. One thing I like about the arcade is you can run all of your businesses from it directly, except for, as far as I know, the new auto shop. Added afterwards. And built. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun here. So on Sundays now, I stream over here. One too far? No, I stream over here on YouTube. So Thursdays and Sundays, I'm over here. And Thursday, early day, I'm still over on Twitch. Your old one was? Okay. Very cool. It's, every time I build, I try to build it differently. I rarely try to build it the same way twice. Just because I feel that I improve every time. Try to come up with a different design for each one. I think the sun's about to rise. I've done some work on my Sky Farm. Quite a bit of work. Aesthetically. Rearranging and such. That was awfully loud. Oh, it was growling in my ear. Like, not a sexy growl either. What's up, Amy Glover? Good day, good day. How goes it? Also, I can move my cam as we get going. If my cam is blocking anything important, let me know. Fix that. Spent 10 minutes in here trying to get the building gadget to work because the open the settings menu is the letter G, but so were 7 other things. I had to remap everything else. Da, 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 da. This is a good start. Not big enough, but you know, good start. Will be many things to be done. Goofing around, excellent. Never take life too seriously. Serious enough to survive. That's about it. Either way to charge things. Some energy things from @power. Okay, I'll take a look at them. I'm enjoying the reactor. The reactor's pretty easy. Once you've got the reactor set up, man, it just does its thing. Throw some uranium in there every so often and you're good. Oh, did somebody ask what prestige is? He's Silky answering it, but I didn't see anybody ask. I apologize if I missed your question. I appreciate you for answering it, Silky. That's something here. Quick. Had to fly to something really, really quick. Back. From outer space. All right, so. Oh, Eduardo did? Okay, I apologize, Eduardo, that I missed the question. Yes, Prestige is a way you can start Sky Factory 4 where majority of the easy stuff you can't access until you earn Prestige points. And Prestige points you earn by completing pages of the advancement. In the early part of it, you're going to complete the first page, then start a new world, then complete the first page, then start a new world, then complete the first page, and start a new world. Because Prestige points carry over from one world to another. But it's the only way to get a few under your belt to unlock the basic stuff you need. So normally 3 or 4 different times you're going to want to do page 1. So I'm going to do those off camera just because it's boring to watch me come up with all the saplings again over and over again. What in the heck is this? Why are there frogs? There is a frog. Can I pick up the frog? I have a frog. The frog croaks. When did they add croaking frogs? Yes. Yeah, you don't have vein mining. You don't have popping bonsais. Any of that stuff when you start off. You can't build a large size smeltery. The controller's locked behind that and all that kind of stuff. So, to be honest with you, all the different animals is another reason why I've decided to use this pack, because it's a bit more modern. I've got access to some stuff I don't in Sky Factory. I am a little worried that I'll have a lot of things I don't want spawning in Mergedworlds, but we'll take care of it. As long as those frogs don't say knee deep, we're okay. That's an inside joke for those Mergedworlds fans, though. If you have no idea what Mergedworlds is, you let me know, and I will clue you in. Without having bonsai, it's painful. Well, I mean, if you know that you're not going to, that's not going to be your primary world, sometimes it's not as bad because you don't have to worry about building anything other than getting the trees done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't build any real storage system. I don't build anything like that because I know I'm going to scrap that world after I get the prestige point. Hey, Big Jim and Miss Ashley, good day. I am beginning the land that will be the Kingdom of Serenity. Yes, you can cheat yourself points as well, but if you're going to do that, you might as well just not play Prestige, to be honest. Unless you want Project E. That's different. You can't get Project E until you unlock it with Prestige points. That is a one exception. If you just want to be able to play with that, cheating yourself the points, I could understand. How to become part of Mergedworlds? Interesting question. So I'm actually in the process of starting to put together some pre-made Mergedworlds D&D content that I'll be putting up on my website for people who may want to download. I'm going to have some free stuff. I'm going to have some buy stuff, but pre-made adventures and such. Pre-made dungeons, packs that explain things about Mergedworlds. So those people who might want to be able to play in Mergedworlds themselves have the access and ability to do so. I've That's what I did this past Thursday on the first episode of the Behind the Dice stream, where I'm going to be doing the technical side of D&D and things. I was working on map making in that one. This upcoming one, I will be rewriting how clerics and deities work on Mergedworlds. What's the word I'm looking for? For 5th edition. That's take a break. Forgot what episode you're on. Understand? Today I was chatting with my wife about it. Once in a while I run ideas past her. She doesn't know most of Mergedworlds. She's not that into it, so I'm coming at her from like a real pure neutral standpoint. She knows a little bit about D&D now because she's playing D&D in my group, but every so often I have to run ideas by her and hope, like, this is going to sound bad, hope that she understands what I'm talking about. Not like in a she's not smart way, but I'm throwing concepts and things that her D&D group hasn't got to yet, so she just, doesn't, it's not something she's ever had to deal with. Trying to, anyway. Make notes on that one? Yeah, gotcha. Well, I figure if I'm going to redo that, the way I look at it, a lot of the information such as maps and the deities and a lot of that kind of stuff that you would need to know to play the game, I'm just going to put up for anybody who wants to download it. The actual pre-written adventures and stuff, which I'll have maps for the adventures, specs, all that kind of stuff, just like you find a lot. I'll probably have some of those up on the store. Oh, phone's gonna die. All right, Smitty, have a good one. Thanks for hanging with us, man. Project E can be a lot of fun. I agree. I'm enjoying Sky Farm currently. There is a point early in the game where it is overwhelmingly grindy, and it almost broke me. I almost didn't make it past that. But once you push past it, if you can get by, it gets way, way better. The issue I ran into is that it relies heavily on the create mod. And whoever made the pack, I don't know who they are, they went and made a lot of what would be normal, relatively easy processes way more difficult just so you had to do them in create for no reason other than to make them more difficult. So if you could push yourself through those ones, it's a good collection of packs. There's a lot of mods in there I've never messed with before, so I'm getting to fiddle with some new things, which is cool. And which is nice, too, because, I mean, we're not super far from the remake of Sky Factory 1 coming out. And when that happens, I don't know what mods are going to be in there. It may be some of these other mods, so I'll be interested to see which way they go. Do you have to use sieves? No, you do not. You do not have to use sieves. It's actually worse than that. But again, it's just a matter of pushing it through. One thing I will say, it's mystical agriculture is your primary resource base. That part's awesome. And you can twerk and wiggle your butt to make them grow faster, which is also awesome. The hard part is as you're trying to get some of those seeds, it wants you to use the create mod, and it's like 10 and 15 frickin' steps to make one seed. But there's also the Twilight Forest. And it's not Twilight Forest as it is in Sky Factory 4, where it's just the things floating in the air. It's a full-fledged world that you can go in and mine. So when you get to that point where you start needing resources like gold and iron and things like that to make the gold and iron seeds, just go to the Twilight Forest and mine some. Then you could just melt that down instead of having to go through all the long, hard steps to get it the way the game's trying to walk you through. Once I started doing that, it got much easier. I just started going and mining everything in the Twilight Forest. Then I could make the seeds I needed, and I had no worries. I know this is probably not super exciting right now because I'm just making grass, but you got to start somewhere, right? Lead and gold seeds, that's exactly where I was. So I went to the Twilight Forest and just mined some gold and lead. And then it was just a matter of pouring that over some seeds and you were done. You didn't have to use the mixer, none of that business. Yeah, I recommend making a Twilight portal, which is super easy. It's just grass blocks and flowers. So, not too difficult. All right, we're getting there. This is starting to be a good sized little square. The hard part is, see, I have to make a lake. The lake will have to be large. Yeah, like I said, not real hard. Basically, you just make a dirt square with 2x2 space in the middle, and then put red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow flowers just around it, which you can get by bone mealing grass, of course. And then you're pretty easy. Side trip to Mergedworlds. There you go. Welcome back. Today I was creating the mini for Seraph, and I got done building it right before I started the stream. I just have to paint it now. Again, I say this digitally. I don't have the figure in my hand, and I don't use real paint. I use the Hero Forge website, where you can design the minis. You can buy them. I mean, that is an option for you for sure. You would like to have them. But I paint them and then just take the pictures and post them up online so people can see what the characters I have look like. So right now I'm doing all of the kids and a few NPCs that are going to have just popped up or will be popping up in the near future, including what I think could very well be one of my favorite NPCs I've ever made. Ever. I'm very excited to introduce this character. See, I had a problem writing Mergedworlds. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing right now, I've been writing in my head for years. I kept hitting some walls. There were a couple things specific that I was like, how do I get to this point? How do I get the characters here? How do I do this, do that? You know, like I knew the story, but I didn't know how to get the people to where I needed them to. This NPC solves several of those largest problems I've ever had in such a great way. He is my favorite, hands down. But this character is newer. I've actually just recently created them. So that way they're fixing a lot of the, or not fixing, they're making it possible to connect a lot of the story points that I need. They're the bridge that's going to tie several stories together. In a very, what I feel will be entertaining way that people will enjoy. That's really all I ever shoot for. All right. Wow, look at that. It's a spot. Tom Bombadil. All right, so that's almost big enough for the lake. It's actually about half the size of the lake, but it's a start. Some of the ground stuff, like building out the world, I'm going to do between streams. That way you guys don't have to watch me do this all the time. I did not get a chance to do any of that today, sadly, because I had scheduled myself this many hours to work on this many hours to work on this. If I don't, I'll spend too much time on one thing and something won't get done. So I'm trying to make a point of scheduling my time so that way I can get work on everything at once. Can't keep up with your favorites. I'm excited to meet this new character. Man in the Hat, hands down, was the favorite NPC I've ever made. He was my favorite villain for sure. Yes, this new one I'm just talking about, I haven't introduced yet. This one will be a little bit down the road. Not right away. It's going to be a little bit down the road, but I'm excited for them to hit the ground running. I keep saying them so you don't know if it's male or female. I'm very sneaky when I do things. Is there a vein miner in Sky Farm? Yes, there is. And there's also hoppers, except they're mystical agriculture hoppers, so they're not bonsais, they're just hopping pots. So they have those as well. They also have some really good storage mediums as well as AE. They do have simple storage, but they don't have the filing cabinets, so you have to use those with drawers pretty much. All right. This is going to be the beginnings of what we're going to do. So the lake, this is not going to be the lake. Let me murder a bunch of things. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. Okay, that'll do that. So, what I'm going to start with is the Temple of Serenity. The temple, to me, was where everything started. So I have several things I have to do with the temple. A, I have to build it. After I built it, I have to build underneath of it. So we can see what the... yes, many critters, many animals, and some monsters. But I'm uncreative, so I'm not too worried. All right, so we're going to begin by picking up these pants. I don't know. Whoa, look at all these advancements I'm getting from just walking around. Man, I'm awesome. Look at that frog. Frog is cool. All right. Was there a Vern just growling at me? What is this Vern with a helmet on? And a tiny little sword. I'm picking him up. Check it up. I'm carrying the Vern. I'm carrying the Vern. I'm going to try to do something with this Vern. Vern, I'm going to press you right against the side. Both, Jim. I can do both. Yeah, we're going to start with the temple. So for the temple, it is made out of brick, gray brick specifically, which may sound a little boring. But again, this is built from a relatively realistic point of view in a world where there's dragons and magic, right? How can you be? But the temple itself, hang on, I gotta see what the heck this is over here. Oh, it's a carbuncle. The temple itself would have been made from wood and stone that they were able to find from around. Oh, later, Wyatt. You have yourself a great one. Happy to, sir. All right, I'm done. There we go. There's the temple. I'm just kidding. Ah, good times. I have a Canadian accent? When did that happen? Nobody tells me these things. Left to assume I'm making sense to people. So the temple is going to be a good size. I want it to be large. So basically... ah, crap. Where's the sun? I have to use the sun to determine which way's north. The sun's going north to south. That's not going to make sense to anybody. Sounds like you're from Tennessee. Well, I am in Tennessee. Canadians can definitely tell. People down here. Okay, so it rises in the east and sets in the west, right? Which direction is the sun going? Right above me. It's so hard to know directions. Here, I know this. There. Now it's morning. Aha! Rises in the east. That way's north. Okay, so that way's north. That way's north. This is the south end. Here we are. South end. That works. See, I've built this and drawn this temple out several times in the past. So I know basically what the inside looks like. I'm just going to be making it a lot larger this time, which is going to give me more rooms to flesh out some of that area. Goes right north, south side, right? About, yeah, the about word is the one that gets me the most. That's the one people hear me say that, and then they give me crap. Keep getting I Dream of Genie stuck in your head. All right. This whoop a little bit further there than I think I may have planned. Those. Sorry, you frogs are going to have to die in a minute. I can't have frogs in the temple. That's just inappropriate. Inappropriate and relatively unprofessional, really. It's a place of healing. It's like going to the hospital and finding frogs in it. That shouldn't happen. Maybe if they've got a little pond in the middle, but I'm sure that's breaking some kind of rule. So that's east. It's north. Yeah, that works. So the lake is going to go over there. I'm going to build the lake between streams because that's going to be very boring for you guys to watch me build a lake. I built the lake once on stream and got mighty toasty. And somebody told me I cried when it ended. I don't remember that, but I'm sure they were lying. All right, let's get some brick done. No. Do it right. Ooh. Why you gotta be so... Why has it got to be so complicated? No. Ugh. I hate this thing. Wish there was a way to automatically color within the lines. You know what I mean? So it didn't go outside the shape I already had. Yes, piggies, I know. You'll be dying soon. Don't worry. Your bacon will be feasted upon. And it would be delicious. Oh, no. No. There we go. And I missed this spot. No. Oh, my God, what is it? I overslept this morning, which I have a bad habit of doing. Then I had my breakfast Kit Kats. I'm just kidding. I had real breakfast and then some Kit Kats. I was working on some things, spent an hour writing Mergedworlds. As this week is story week, I'm excited. Hopefully some people are slightly interested. Might come and hear my tale. I knew that was going to happen. Sorry, Frog. Oh, no! That went outside the line. Have you had toaster strudels? Yes. They are drastically superior to Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts hold no candle to toaster strudels. I'll have to go back and fix those holes in a minute. I don't know why there's dirt. Oh, it's the sheep. I think the sheep were making dirt spots. Oh, bastard. Yes, toaster strudels are delicious. They're just a whole lot of work. You know what I mean? I wish there were less work involved for me to have a strudel. Strudels are delicious, though, and I approve of them heavily. You'd like to see your tail? Tail? Everybody wants to see my tail. My booty is in demand. I'm just kidding. It's not really. Tail is all this time. So... I've decided to do something foolish for streams for the next little while. Because I've been known to be foolish in the past. And so you know how I was doing for every $10 donation, there was a spin of the wheel. Advised my wife as of today, since it's mostly non-alcohol anymore, I'm going to drop that down to $5 for spins of a wheel. But I am going to cap the amount of alcohol that can be spun in a night. So if we get to a certain amount of shots in a time, those will come off the wheel. Just for health and safety's sake, right? The wheel itself can stay active. So. Puts it a little bit more on par, because I'm saying you get one if you sub, which is $5, right? Or here on YouTube, it's $2.99 to be a member. Makes a little more sense to bring the spins for donations closer on par to that as well. $5 super chat, super sticker, or donation directly through the link down underneath the stream. We do a spin of the wheel. The wheel of punishments, disappointments, and hurting Draven. Mostly it's me eating spoonfuls of ketchup and vinegar and mustards and things of that nature. But there are still alcohol shots on the list and the old mystery bag. Sorry, Frog. May have to extend the temple a little bit more once I get this down here to see where I'm at. Hey, man, it's a little bit of a while. Hey, what's up, Samuel? How goes it? Hey, long time no see, bud. Have I puked yet? No, I'm immune. I mean, not from that. I got sick the other day from kidney stone pain, but you know, your life. You know you're in a spot when you're throwing up, not because you have an upset stomach, because you hurt so bad. You're in so much pain, you puke. I don't know if I've ever been in that situation before. The other day, I've come close with kidney stone pain in the past, but the other day was the first time I've ever been in so much pain it made me vomit. It was a new one for me. Last night was just rough sauce. All right, so let's see. We said that's the south end. To be honest with you, I'm not real happy with that. I'll tell you why. Because it's against Twitch's rules. Twitch's rules state that if you are an affiliate or a partner, is someone who has ads and can make money off of Twitch, that your content is not allowed to go on any other medium, YouTube, Facebook, or anything else, for 24 hours. Some people do it anyways, but if you get caught by Twitch, they can ban and shut down your account. So it's just best not to take the gamble. If you ever see like people who are Twitch streamers putting their stuff up on YouTube, like here's my highlights video or something, it's going to be a minimum of 24 hours later, and that's why. Because Twitch will not allow that to happen. All right, that looks pretty decent in size. The main chapel's over here. That should work. I am building, right now, a temple, but it's the Kingdom of Serenity, which is from my Dungeons & Dragons Mergedworlds stories. So it was a request or suggestion from the community, and so I'm going to do it. So, let's see. Could be heartburn. Acid reflux will do those things. One moment while I count a whole bunch. 2, 3. Seven to 8, 9, 30 for 1 to 2. 7 to 8 to 9, 40 for 1 for 2, 4 for 5 for 6 for 7 for 8 for 9, 50. And frog 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1 to 2, 6, 8 for 9, 50. 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. 116. That works out well. I normally prefer an odd number, but it's going to work well for what I'm doing here. 116. So half of that is going to be 58, right? 58, 58, yeah. That was 50. 51, 58. 58 and 59. That's the middle. I know, Frog. It's very exciting. For some reason, a couple days. Oh, we talked about that. Okay. That should be midway. Basically, this is going to be the front door. I'm trying to decide if I want to take it up another level. You know what I mean? Like have it be one level higher above the ground. So it's not pyramid based, but it does have that extra one step to it. Acid reflux can be permanent, yes. Not seen a doctor in 3 years about it. I would recommend doing so. I'm gonna go with it. Build a deck out in front of here. That will work. Here's what I'm gonna do. In there. What do you prefer, game? For sleeping or just sleeping? I game 99% of my day when I'm awake. I normally game, then go lie in bed, then play mobile games or surf the internet, then go to sleep. So I'm normally playing video games. Not always. Sometimes I'm just sitting watching a podcast or a video or something. Though usually I've got that stuff playing on the other monitor while I'm playing. So usually kind of keep it all up and going at once. There are some YouTube channels and things that I don't even have to watch them. I don't even have to watch what game they're playing. Just hearing them is entertaining. So I don't watch television at all. I haven't sat in front of my television and watched a television show in at least a year. I haven't sat in front of my and that was something that we just downloaded to watch a whole season later. I haven't actually sat and watched a live show of a television 6 years, maybe 7. The closest I get is sometimes I go hang out in my wife's bedroom and chat with her. She'll have the TV on. I'll watch a little cooking show or something. She usually has like Chopped on or something. I like that stuff, but I'm more. If anything, I'm gonna sit down in front of it, and more often than not, it's to watch a movie. And we're back. Let's see. Your meme game is on point. I try my best. Jim wants to know if you have started Animatrix yet, and if not, you're short to 10 to 12. I have not. No. Yesterday, I had a bit of a rough health day, so I ended up not watching anything. That's better. But no, I will probably get to that on Tuesday, the day I don't stream. That's the day I've got a little bit of free time in the middle of the day after I get the weekly, what I'm looking for, tutorial. Can't believe I struggled on that word. All right, are you going to work for me this time, or are you not going to work for me this time? Are you going to be a turd, or are we going to be okay? Maybe okay. Sometimes this doesn't work like I want it to. Good, good. Excellent. But yes, I will definitely watch it. I would like to catch up on that stuff before I see number 4. I didn't realize how many good movies were coming out here at the tail end of the year. Spider-Man comes out, what, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? I think. When do we get Eternals? Is that before the end of the year? That's the one I'm excited to see the most, is the Eternals. That one looks pretty sweet to me. Let's see. The first sanitary. Let me get this up here real quick. Let's see what I got here. Wants to know Animatrix. Talk about it for hours with me. I understand. My opinion means everything. I'm just kidding. Frogs, why are you here? This happened last time. The last time I built the temple, it was in a swamp biome. Swamp. It happens every time. Why does my temple keep ending up in swamps? That's not cool. Getting the outer shell built here a little bit. Then I can start building internal. Once we get the internals done, start working on specific things like the chapel. Chapel's the key point of the temple. When you first come in the temple, basically hang a right, and the temple's right there. There's an infirmary, there's a library, there's living quarters. I'm going to have to build a stable and things outside as well. I'm going to have at least 1 or 2 rooms for Templars. Maybe a school type scenario spot in there. Get something educational. Sounds like something I'd have there, right? remember correctly, the library is upstairs. Yes. I'm going to put it upstairs. Artemis's quarters are behind the temple, behind the chapel. First anniversary of my favorite YouTuber. Frog is killing me, man. I get, like Sam was saying, I get most of my content from YouTube now. Or actually, 90% of it comes from the Rooster Teeth website. The rest of it's from YouTube. I'm not a person who likes medical shows, right? I'm not into, you know, pimple popper shit, or, you know, I want to get skinny, or hi, I'm a mutant. I'm not into any of those medical shows. Not big fan of blood, guts, and gore and stuff. Doesn't interest me. But for some reason, something popped up on my YouTube suggestion feed the other day, and I can't stop watching people who trim cow hooves. It's literally people who have this little machine that lifts the foot of the cow up so the cow's not hurt. They can see the bottom of it, and they're cutting off and sanding off the bottom of the hoof, which is just like fingernails. It doesn't hurt them or anything. But in almost all these, they're helping out a cow that's, you know, got a sore in there, or a rock, or a splinter, and it just, I don't know why, it's just damn entertaining, and I can't stop watching them. Which way Sky Factor 4 with you? I get that a lot. Sometimes, I mean, we have a members server that I hop onto occasionally that I get to jam with people, which is a lot of fun. Who has done that? Who hath touched me? Like I hit something in the air there. All right. So, that frog is going to kill me. What I'm going to do now is I'm planning on just mapping out the room. Then we're going to look at, or mapping out what the rooms are going to be. And then we can go ahead and figure out what materials we want to use for each individual room, from carpets to wool, things of that nature. This is going to be the main entrance to the chapel. The chapel is large. It's a temple, right? That's the important part. This is going to be our entrance to the chapel. Throw a couple doors up there right now. What I'm trying to decide is, do I want the chapel's end where the Artemis would stand to be here, and you come in the opposite end, or do I want to make the end of it here, which will enable me to make it larger, so there's a lot more seating? I would think that in the early part, not knowing how big Serenity was going to get, it wouldn't be that big. You think that they'd increase the size over time. Again, I'm referencing Mergedworlds. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I apologize. Give me 1 second here. Nope. Apply to something real quick. But I enjoy playing Sky Factory. I actually have a raffle going on our Discord channel right now, where if you are a member of the Discord, you get a free entry into the raffle. No purchase necessary kind of thing. There's several different prizes, and one of them is that you and I are going to do a video together. Could be Sky Factory, could be a tutorial, could be something. We'll get together, load up on stream, get a game, and we'll spend some time making a video together and go out on the channel. Also got some other stuff on there as well. If you'd like more entries in, you can purchase more raffle tickets at $1 a piece, and for each dollar, that enters your name into all of the categories of which you are interested in. So if you just like to get in for free, that's totally cool. Just join my Discord channel. You can go to my website, Onlydraven.com, and you are going to find a button right at the top that should take you in to my Discord channel. It's open to everyone. We would love to have you. You'll find a thread in the top section that says raffle. September raffle, I believe it is. Just go on in there. It'll explain the rules, and if you'd like to be a part of that, jump all in it. The raffle is going to end the last day of September at midnight Eastern. And then I'm going to do a drawing for it live sometime during the first week of October. If it's popular and people like it, I may do it again in October. I'm just kind of waiting to see whether or not it's something people want to be a participant. think I want to bring such a huge area. You know what? I think this, I'm going to bring it this way. How many have I got here? 1, 2, 3. 15. Number 5, 6. I count that right? Try that again. 13, 14, 15. So it's actually the 16th one that I should be 15 visible. Why in the world is it? Oh yeah, because I'm sure if I have a way to get rid of the bees. The bees might be a problem. All right, so this is going to be our chapel. I'm going to work on the chapel first. Then I'm going to worry about building the rest of the temple for things that it's going to need. What's going to happen is I'll be working on this temple here today, building it. And by the next Sunday, when I come back to work on it again, I'm going to have a great big lake built right here. And then the keep will go on the other side of the cape, that direction. The other side of the lake will be the keep. And then the northern section over there is going to be the mage tower. The forest will be this direction. And way off in that direction will be the realm gate. And most of the towns of Serenity are going to be through this direction, but at great distances. I probably didn't make a whole lot of sense to some people, but for those of you who follow along, it might have made a little bit of sense. All right. It's going. I have to see if I can find a way to pull off what I want to do here. But the temple wall has to have enough room for me to have a passageway on this side. I'd like to have the passageway, let's see. Give me 1 second. Pull out my drawing. Make sure I've got the right thing. Oh, and here we go, Ashley. In case you were wondering. Just think you were asking. Extending all the way out to Oromon. Wow, it's possible. It's not going to be to scale, obviously, right? Like, I'm not going to build months worth of forest before you get to somewhere, but I'm thinking I will do. I would like to do at least the capital city of Oromon, right? I think that'd be cool. Yeah. Anytime you want to know how something is spelled, feel free to hit me up. I'm happy to do it. This is going to be basically the back wall of the chapel, and it is going to have to be too thick. Not TOO. TW. I mean, I think y'all would understand. Hair's all up in my face today. And my hair's being a turd. I can't win for it. Whoops, wrong button. You spell things weird, and it's usually a guess. Oh. Well, it's weird, right? Because it's hard for me to spell something weird that I created, right? I mean, technically, I created it, so I can only spell it right. That's what I like to think of. It's one thing I love about Mergedworlds. Nothing I do is wrong, because I created it all. Got room for a double here. I do. So there would basically, I'm going to have a door on the end here. I'm going to have stairs at the end that are going to lead up to Artemis's quarters. Artemis's quarters are going to be above on this side. There's not an apostrophe or hyphen. That is correct. Yeah, it was something I was chatting about with everybody the other day, that I am notorious for using apostrophes and hyphens in names that I create. My friends used to get on their nerves and drive them crazy. My players. Now, the chapel is the only room that is 2 stories high, right? You could imagine that. There's a first and second floor of the temple, not counting what may be underground, and there's a couple different underground areas. Some that we've never really discussed in the story, but they're not like sneaky hidden things. They're like cellars where food would be stored and things like that. And they may have the equivalent of a bomb shelter that people could hide into in the case of an attack or something, you know. So there's stuff like that you're going to see me build that's never really been discussed in the story, and that's because it was part of the planning phase. A lot of the stuff I'm building right now, I worked in unison with both the young ladies who played the characters. Based on, we sat together and figured out what the designs were going to be, because for me as a storyteller, having the design of the building makes it a lot easier for me to be able to write adventures for inside of it and what's happening. Somehow I got shorter on one side than the other. How is that even possible? Oh, here it is. Why did Mr. Beat delete the live stream he did on his other channel? Couldn't begin. I've never seen anything of that person's content, so I'll be honest, I don't know. Don't know anything about Mr. Beast. So that honestly probably be a question for someone on his channel. I don't know him. Yeah, I don't know any. Someone's mentioned that name a couple times, but I don't know anything about Mr. Beast, unfortunately. Other than I'm told he's an incredibly nice and charitable dude. If I'm right, he helps people out, I guess, but I don't know much about him. How do I not know Mr. Beast? To be honest, I spend so much time making online content, I rarely have time to watch other people's, sadly. And what little I do watch is almost always, again, going to fall into the realm of Rooster Teeth, just because I'm a huge fan. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there with a ton of subs that I've just never had the pleasure to. I'm nothing against that person. They can be straight up bomb diggity. I've just never had the opportunity to see or hear that person's stuff. Why are there creepers in the... There's a troll in the dungeon and creepers in the temple. This is not good. Not good at all. Set the time. It has the exact 69 million subs. Gotcha. Well, I mean, you're that high. I doubt it'll stay there for long, right? Eventually hit 70. Okay, all right. So we're going to build the altar here at the end. Altar going. And then it'll be a little easier to see. I can't use Project E even in this. Here we go. Insanium Sword. That should do with damage. How's it going? Thank you. I honestly meant to. I will probably go in and edit that. I wonder if can I change that mid-game? I don't even remember. I can. Yeah, I fixed it. Good call. I was in creative, so nothing was going to blow up. They're just in the way. But you're good call. I did go ahead. Yeah, nothing will blow up because, well, I guess if they were to fight each other somehow, it could still do that. There we go. I fixed it. All right. So I'm going to need a door out here. Let's see. 1, 2, pop, 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 pop. 1, 2, pop, 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 pop. Centered, right? Yes. Important to be centered, right? Now, let's see what we've got for chairs. Well, we have chairs. Let's see how the chairs look. First of all, let's take a look and see what benches look like. We have benches. Benches might be better. See if they connect. They do! Oh, excellent. I can make pews. That's better. I don't think the chairs connected, do they? No. Yeah. Pews is the way to go. That's going to be awesome. Okay, we can do that. Oh, seat, not a bad idea. Let's see if they got anything in the... Those are very cushiony. I don't think they would I can find a use for those in personal quarters. Those would look cool, though. Good call. All right, so. Yes, this is what this is going to be. This is the actual... am I drawing a blank? I've said it 100 times. So this whole thing is a temple. Whole thing is a temple. This is the chapel right here. This is where the people's comes to pray. Through that door. Now, on the wall over here, I'm going to, using wool, I'm going to carve the symbol of Tavian, the god of healing. So that's why I made that. You know what? I was going to double wide that, wasn't I? Yeah, it's a little smaller than I planned on building it, but it's okay for now. I may have to extend it a little bit further that way. Plus, there's the outside buildings, like the stables and things of that nature. I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take this end down here and bring it out, make it a little bit more L-shaped, I think. Woohoo! All right, so I've got that. We're going to do pews. I need something to hold up the ceiling. Yeah, it's a little smaller than I was going to make it, unfortunately. But, you know, I'll make it work. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to figure out how I want to put. Those are too close in. I got to have something to hold the roof up. A building this large is going to have some type of pillar. I'd like to have at least 2 or 3 of them. It's massive. Yes, sir. If I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it right. You know what I mean? In the Mergedworlds story, this is the second largest building in the entire kingdom. The 3 largest buildings are the things I'm going to build first. Then I have to build an entire city around it, which I will do. Then I have to build the other towns, the other cities, world places. That's not counting the kingdom. Firemoon, Paxwall, Arduel, the Elven Kingdom. I don't know if I said Firemoon, but Firemoon's in there. Probably the Kender Town, because that one will be fun to make. Be all sorts of colorful shit. I'm excited about the Kender Town. All the towns of Serenity itself, it has 7 villages. So there's a lot planned, right? All right. So anyways. All right, so let's see where I'm going to go with this. So, like there should be pillars. Find out where the middle is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Those might not be bad. I feel like that's a little close. That's 20. Hey, there you go. Darshtopia. Oh, 100%. Yeah, Darshtopia for sure. That's going to be a harder one to build, just because building an ocean around it. You know what I mean? But yes, Darshtopia, and not to mention the Minotaur Islands themselves, right? That's a whole nother one. We said 20, and let me start from here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Those are a little close. Let's pull them out one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For this one, I'm using a mod pack called Sky Farm. Normally, I would use Sky Factory 4, which is my favorite mod pack, but this one does have a little bit more building for just building's sake. The structurized mod, I mean, these are just shingles themselves, for example. There's just a lot of additional building blocks available that I think will look really nice. So, and I'm building this out of brick right now. Does not mean I may not come back and retexturize it with a different build, a different material later. I just kind of want to get the overall shape done, and then I can kind of come back and specific it. Community Game Night is on Twitch on the 22nd. I can confirm. Not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, it is the 22nd. Will I be having it for sure? I might have to move it. That is also, I just realized, the day I'm having surgery. So it's going to depend a little bit on how I feel once I come out of surgery, I would think. All right. So here's my question. Here's what I'm thinking. Throw this at me. Do I do some really big ass pillars, 4 of them? Here, 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 and here, right? Or do I do single pillars, right? Wouldn't need down. Or do I do single pillars, but have more of them going across in a line? Now, the pillars themselves, I will make a little bit different. If I do single, you know what I mean? So if I do single pillars, I mean, it'll look like that on the top and bottom. If I do big ones, I don't want to do that because that's just going to take up way too much space if I'm doing that on something this size. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of pillar to take up space. I'm kind of leaning towards the small ones. Kind of leaning towards the small ones. That's not the block I meant to put. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I hate this. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15. I already knew that. I already knew it was 15. I did that before. Okay. So halfway 15 is going to be 8. That's going to be 1, 8. Yeah. Add Avarita and make infinite armor. Infinity armor? I mean, for this is just for artistic, so it wouldn't be as needed for this. 2, 6, 7, 8. And historically, I don't normally add mods to whatever pack I'm using. And I do that for a couple of reasons. A lot of times people come here, especially when it's Sky Factory 4, and they want help making something, how to figure something out. So I try to run with the basic of any pack that I play so that anybody else who comes by later and asks for help, I'm not using blocks and things that they won't have in their game. It limits me a little bit sometimes in what I can do, but it makes it a little bit easier for me to be able to assist other people. So I usually happy taking the hit. We're talking to E-Squid. Where's E-Squid? Oh, gotcha. Right. Do. See, I may see if I can find a blue brick and use it instead. Because blue is the theme of the god of healing. Artemis has everything that's blue. I don't care if these are the same height. When I build the roof, it'll matter more. Right now, I'm just working on getting it laid out. Okay, let's see. So run right there, I believe. Let's see. Just to remember. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Ah, the sounds are wrong. Cobblestone and Sky Farm. Let's find out. Cobblestone. Go back to basics. Cobblestone gives you cobblestone. I'm trying to remember the first way to do it. I mean, you can put those together. Stone, you won't have that yet. Won't have any of those yet. God, I don't even remember how you get cobblestone. Here. Yeah, I think you get the essence first. That's what it is. You cook dirt essence. But you can't do that until you have stone, so that's not going to work for you, is it? Oh, here it is. You put dirt essence on a natural evaporator. So you need to build a natural evaporator, set a piece of dirt on it, and then give it like 2 or 3 minutes, and it'll turn into a stone essence. And then once you've got 8 of them, I usually build 2 or 3 of the evaporators. They're not hard. It's just wood, pretty much. And then you just set the dirt stuff on top, and it will dry out. And then you will have sticks and wood and go. Very cool. Thank you for the question. Appreciates it. All right. All right. Artemis would stand up here. Have her little altar-looking thing. Well, altar-looking thing. Hi, I'm a preach. How's it going? Welcome to the show. You're having a great time. Boy, I just flew in here. Boy, my arm's tired. I mean, all that kind of stuff. I goes to Serenity building. Pretty good, sir. Working on the chapel of the temple first. And once I have that done, I'm going to work on the rest of the temple. I probably won't mess with the temple too much outside of the stream. I don't know. There's so much to build. If I make a bunch outside the stream, it doesn't really. I guess I should ask your opinion on that. I don't think you guys would like be that crushed. I would think, but I could be wrong. Because you guys wouldn't be missing that much. Gonna be like that, huh? I decide if I want that on the front or have the space on the back. I kind of like the space to look better on the front. Stop that. Stop that right now. Yeah. There. One of those. Just getting jiggy with it over here. Don't judge my dancing skills. Let's see what we got here. Dude, you can use the mine colonies mod. Have cool town buildings and villagers in them. Yeah, I don't think I'd like that. I don't want villagers because mostly they're annoying. And I'm not a big fan of the way most of the buildings look in villages. Not a bad idea. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Plus, you know me. I like to build it even if it takes longer, right? All right, there we go. So we've got that. Got it. Once again, I see I'll be doing weather clear a lot. Did it with the caps lock on. That's how angry I was at that weather. Double box. Grab a fresh one. I might take a look at them when I get to that point then. Did I not just put weather clear? Oh, pretty rainbow though. And I'm in a swamp biome, so that's probably another reason. All right. So as for, we were looking at chair, right? Chairs weren't that cool. Seats are part of create. Well, that's... I want them sitting on the ground. Moving contraption, great for two comes in. Not impressed with the way it looks. All right. All right, so let's see. Four. 1, 2. Probably going to go wider. This direction. I'm just trying to see how far I want to go. Always sucks to be the one behind the pedestal, right? Like going to a sports game, I would assume. That's how sports work, right? I'm not a sports person. I don't know anything about your sports ball. So my old supervisor posted on Facebook today. I was quite pleased with the wittiness of my post, so bear with me a moment while I share it with you. Let's see. There we go. It was, he put, is it bad when your kicker is the highest scoring player on your fantasy team? Which I'm pretty sure is a sports thing. So I replied, should have rolled a wizard. They've always done more damage in any fantasy game that I have played. Because if I can nerd up your sports thing, I'm going to do it. Fantasy football. Dungeons and Dragons for jocks. Okay. I don't think I want to have the... I have an idea. There we go. A little bit smaller at the front. I like the way that... These kind of look like pews. They're not too bad. They'll work as pews anyway. Stinky pews. What? What? No, get out of there. I'm not trying to sit in it. Did I put any on that side? No, I did not. Or where did that go? Stopped and then it came in one. Yeah. That looks good. That looks good. A couple more back. Ooh, went too far. I've taken it too far once again. That is very like me to take something too far. No. Now I feel like I should put some over here because that space looks weird to me. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's see. What was that? See a post there about something? Let me see. Damage, but they can take the least. Like a rogue archer would be pretty cool to see. Well, I mean, if you're playing fantasy football, I want a mage. I mean, you're... If all they have are warriors, they're running at the ball, not going to do much against my fireball. All right, I think that's good for pureness. I'm not sure I like the damn pedestals here now. I feel like I need to move these forward just in front of the pews. Those ones back there are fine. Can the bench do corners? Good question. It cannot. Cannot. Yeah, I'm moving this forward. I'm gonna move these ones forward a little bit. So let's see. I would need it to come space 2. I don't need that going on. Literally lightning inside the temple. Is that a sign? Who knows? Why is the god of healing throwing lightning bolts inside of the temple? Strange indeed. Not much I can do about the back temples. Meant to say back pews and then pedestal. But that at least looks a little bit better at the front. All right. So I will be building a balcony back here that leads across to the building on the other side, or the room on the other side. But for right now, I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Here. There. Here. There. All right, so I'm trying to make, it's supposed to look like a tier. Like a drop of water. Oh, that. Put the one on the bottom, it makes it's too much. The right side looks better. The only downside is this isn't actually the... How big am I going? That's closer to the actual symbol. It's 2 drops of water, 2 tiers on top of each other. is the holy symbol. Crooked as hell. Ah. Now the game's just messing with me. Now it's making it rain just to tease me with what raindrops look like. It's hurtful, really. Me opening a brownie. If that's ASMR for you, man, I hope it does it for you. Got smaller somehow. Oh. It's just so hard to make this look the way I want to. What one looks better, the one in the middle or the one on the right? Are you sure, Turtle? You said that in Sky Factory 4 and it didn't. So it says that doesn't work. Incorrect argument for command at position, blah, 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 game rule, blah, blah, blah here. So saying that is not... I do like that it says it doesn't... It tells you right off that doesn't exist. But it is saying that is not an effective game rule. Okay. Weather, cycle. It is saying that is not a real one either. I agree with the middle one. I think we're going to go with the middle. Big Mac, thank you for your feedback. Oops. I guess I was going to need that anyways, wasn't I? That's what we did the first time, and it didn't work, Smitty. It says that wasn't a real one. Game, rule, weather, cycle, false. Nope, still says it's not a rule. Game, rule, you said, you got to capitalize it? Okay. Said false. Okay, it now says set to false. I don't know what that did, but okay. Right. Whoopsie, my bad. This is one tall ass building. That's my only concern with doing the middle one, is it was going to definitely make it very, very tall. Damn, that's big. not planned on making it quite that tall. The daylight cycle doesn't bother me too much. That was just when I was getting mobs, but now we've got that changed. I'm not worried about that one. Yowza. Oh, wait, I've got an idea. 1, 2, that one. Do that. Give it a bit of a steepled look to it. Those are stone brick pillars that I use there. Like I said, I may see if I can find a lighter blue brick and rebuild all this later. I mean, outside the stream, of course. Trying to see if I could steeple this down so it's not quite as steeple. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I wonder if there are any other lighter colored bricks. Those are too green. Wow, there's hardly any brick at all. That's the choices I have for brick. Oh, let's see what's got over here. No. Like any of those. I don't like any of that timber frame stuff. Why is there so much timber frame stuff? That's Ionite's almost there. It's too bright. I want it to be a paler blue. Too bright. Corporea brick. Nah, I'm not seeing any more blue that I would prefer. Permafrost bricks are the closest that I'm seeing. Grab some of those and see how they look. I will need your guys' guidance of whether or not this looks cool. Oh, that's outside. I want to be inside. I don't want it to look like ice, you know what I mean? I'm afraid that looks too much like ice. Yeah, that, I don't know. Looks like in the daylight. Because that's close to the color of Artemis's robes. It might melt. May lose these benches, but I can fix them. That's the thing, it looks like ice. Not melting, though. Glad you thought to check that, though, Turtle, because that, I mean, permafrost. Blue ice? Now, the only thing that's a light blue that isn't light blue, I know that was a stupid thing to say out loud, but it makes sense in my mind, is ice-based stuff. I'm going to stick with regular brick for now. Worst comes down to it, I can always change it later. It does look really nice. It's so hard to know, you know? I'm trying to think of how ways I could use it to accent it. You know what I mean? Like still using the brick, but maybe using the light blue to somehow accent. No, I had not, but you know, no one's ever going to be playing with this other than me, so. Why would they put that first? Makes no sense. I gotta bust a wall out and see if it looks better with this blue stuff. Hold on a minute. I got the. It does look nice. So we're gonna test it. We're gonna test. It doesn't take that long to. I'd rather know now before I move on with the whole rest of this place. One thing that took me a while to figure out here is that in Sky Farm, when you vein mine, it won't vein mine more than 1 stack's worth at a time, regardless of your hunger. Obviously, it would go higher than that, but, you know, per se. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to use it too. For the entire thing. Ah! Why did I not look for this first? All right. I don't normally use the exchange scepter. I don't even remember how to use the exchange scepter. How the hell do you use the... I forget. Okay, how do I do that bigger? How do I... Can I do more than one block at a time? All that did was break it. That didn't do me any good. How did it got bigger. How did I do that? No, I want this one. How did I... No, I want bigger. Is that not what I'm using? There is no replace gadget in this set. There's only the replace the building scepter. I'll do it with what I got. Didn't change my problem. Exchanging. Yeah, I have an exchanging gadget. What do I do with that? Surface. Better. Well done. Well done. That's the one I can remember. I've done the tutorial on this one, I believe. I was like, but I could not remember it. Whoops. Didn't do that. I just... Oh, there's no undo, it seems. Okay, well. Oh, crap. That pew back. I have to be more careful since there's no undo with this one. Oh, a little bit in there. All right, now that I've got it in here, does it look too cold? No, that's not. That one I'm going to have to do manually. They're all pointed different directions. Fear not, I will be breaking up the blue. I will be breaking up the blue. First of all, this one empty space is just bugging me. Someone's going to have to sit behind the pole. I'm sorry. Someone has to sit behind the pole. Okay. Carpet in here. Oops. Keep stepping on things. Chat frogs. Frogs making me crazy. I'm going to have to probably slaughter all the frogs. I mean, I think we all knew there's no options other than frog slaughtering. Had to happen. All right. I need to figure out how tall that's going to be. I think that's going to be the height. The whole building. All right. It is definitely a prettier blue, and I like it. Question. Do I take the carpet on the outside as well? The outer ring of the thing instead of just the middle? More like it's centering it, if you will. That's the height I want to. Why has that math? Oh, that's why. Went down 2 there. Should be 1. 2 there. Should be 1. Stuff done real quick while we're here. Way we're done. Got a bunch of people saying no carpet on the outside. All right, excellent. I shall not do so then. Your opinions mean the world to me. Oh my God. I had stairs chosen. That is an interesting wall, though. Not gonna lie. Holy smokes. That is an interesting decoration that I think I'm going to use somewhere, but I don't know where yet. Yeah, that was a very cool design. It was just unintended. This one's a little bit different, Random. Right now I'm doing something called Sky Farm. It's a slightly different block series than... It is different than Sky Factory as it has more different... has a larger variation of block types. That's the words I've been trying to get out. So because I'm doing a creative build this time, where I'm just trying to build something that looks snazzy, I chose something that gave me the most amount of options. But I will be back playing Sky Factory in no time. This is a long-term project that I'll have up and going, and then I'll probably bounce back and forth to. I'm going to work on it for a while, but I'll jump back into Sky Factory 4 and do a prestige run, which, as I was saying earlier today, is definitely high on my list of things I want to do. So we will definitely get back to that. It's all done. Pig, okay. Not sure what that was. I forgot animals still spawn. Gonna have to put down dread lamps to get rid of the animals. That's okay. Oops. I only want animals in pre-approved animal locations. I'm gonna have farms and such and so forth. All I'm gonna do is fix the floor in here. Should be groovy. Red carpets on the outside. I don't know if I'd want to do red on the outside if I didn't do red in the middle. Although red could be a good way to offset all the blue. Yes, yeah, I pulled up Feral Flares a little earlier. There's two little squares in there. That's weird. Yeah, I think I've used some Feral Flares already in my regular Sky Farm world that I'm streaming on Twitch right now. Oh, as a reminder, I want to thank everybody who attended or has watched my Behind the Dice stream from this past Thursday, which is a Dungeons and Dragons building and AMA. It's a D&D based thing. This past week I was working on map making. The next Behind the Dice is going to be based on how to create a pantheon of gods, as well as making clerics work in your world. So things that I'm doing that may also help other people. World building, things like that. How to create adventures, map design, designing dungeons. I'm going to be doing a lot of that stuff and taking questions and helping people out with their stuff that they may be doing as well. So that's something that you're interested in. It would be awesome if you check out the Behind the Dice live stream, which is every other Thursday on the off weeks that I'm not actually telling the Merged Worlds story. I tell Merged Worlds one week, Behind the Dice the next, Merged World, Behind the Dice, blah, 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 blah. So I will have many opportunities. I got a lot of really cool questions this last time, so hopefully we get more. Oh, I see one little spot that I missed down here. I wonder if I should do the whole thing in red then instead of blue. Oh, I remember what I wanted to look for. Is that the darkest blue glass we have? That sucks. I really wanted a darker blue than that. Oh, that's kind of snazzy. I considered changing this to It was a little more like that, but if I do that, I'm going to have to put another wall behind it. How did that happen? Oh god, I'm going to have to redo this too. I forgot. I think that's just going to be easier to build it, to be honest with you. Yep. There we are. Oh, poo. It doesn't have the cool candles from Sky Factory 4, though. It does have everlasting rock candy. Something. Or candelabra? Not. Candy corn. I like that. Is there any way of getting nether stars? You have to kill the wither. That is correct. But if I may recommendation, kill the wither and then just start duping the nether stars. That's what I did. I started duping the nether stars with a parabox. It was just way easier in the long run. Ooh, they don't have any fancy candles. That makes me sad. I love fancy candles. Yeah, with the parabox. That's what I did. I killed the wither. I built the wither killing room. I killed one and then just started duping him. Then you get 2, then you get 4, then you got 8, then you got 16. It doesn't take 10 cycles. You've got 100 of them. Overwhelmingly disappointing. Pet. Poopers. All right, well, much for that idea. White, red, and black with shades of blue. Carlos, which thing are you thinking? White, red, black, and shades of blue. Which? Now, what is you saying? Lamp of Sanctuary. Alarm lamp. Kerosene lamp. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not in here. The Lamp of Sanctuary. Nothing. It looks like that. Okay. Old school. That's all right. Those candles would have looked cool up on the altar is what I was thinking. That's all right. That's all right. Again, can't have everything. Newt? No, there's nothing with the word newt in it. I don't know what that is. No newts. We know that for a while. All right. So I have to determine if that's going to be the height of the building. This here is going to be the height of the building. Oh, God. I guess I do need the exchange. Because I made a boo-boo, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It? Any other ones? Nope, that looks like it. Let's see. So that's going to come around here. I used dark connected glass, if I remember correctly. Was it? Tempered dark glass. That's what I used. All it is black stained glass and obsidian. Pretty easy to make. It was easier than the normal weatherproof glass. I do need to bring it up. Every side but here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, that worked. Wasn't as bad as I thought. We're cool. One. No, that's three again. How is... Somehow this got all off. I don't know how. Okay, let me fix this. All right. Three off. Three off. Down two. Down two. Down two. Down two. Down two. The end. Okay, that works sense. Over here we go. 1, 2, 3. Down two. Down two. Down two. Down two. Down two at the end. Okay. I have to take this up one. The air thing. Okay. Ouch. I find that in this pack, I glitch into items a lot more often than I do in Sky Factory 4. Especially with the gadget, like what just happened there, and the saplings. When I was twerking those. Isn't that the one that's completely see-through? That's the one. The one I use is it's like just a glass cube with no lines. I said, really, you only have to ever kill one. And then after that, you can make ender seed. Actually, once you dupe a couple of them, now I think back, I think I made seeds at that point. Making seeds may be worth it. Did I? I want to say that might have been the one. Oh, I remember what it was. That's one of the only ones you can't make seeds for. I forgot. Let me rephrase. You can make seeds, but it's almost a worth of time. I mean, I guess it'd be okay if you have a manual farm, but it requires a crux block underneath of it, below the dirt. And I'm pretty sure you can't use those in the pot. You can't do that in the pots. So you'd have to put it in a farm and harvest them manually. The seeds exist, but you have to have a crux under it, and you can't put that in the botany pot. I don't think. It was something I ran into where it wouldn't work for me. I want to say that's what it was. Like, they wouldn't work in the pot. So I just duped them. Whoa! Fall all off. I'm going to take that down one. More drinks for me. All right. Back to building. Whoops. Hey, Moog, thank you very much. Oh, I think I have the alerts turned off, so it didn't pop up on the stream. I apologize for that, but thank you very much, Mr. Moog. Wow, I appreciate that. Mr. Moog just gave us a donation, $10, and that is greatly appreciative. Oh, it did pop up, kind of. Okay. All right, hang on. It just had a really big delay. Hey, it did. Good, good. Okay, it just has a really big delay. I was like, I wanted it to pop up, man. I was like, I thought maybe because I had switched around a lot of settings to make Twitch work, we might have lost that. That's 2 spins of the wheel for Mr. Moog. Mr. Moog, 2 spins of the wheel. Give me 1 second to finish this roof, and we will get the wheel spins out of the way. Got to head to bed? All right, Amy. Thank you for hanging with us, though. Been appreciative. And again, to anybody who's not yet a member of the Discord, I am doing a raffle this month in Discord. Whether you're a follower here, as long as you're a member of the Discord, you get in. Everybody gets a free ticket. Just be a member of the Discord and post in the raffle that you want to be a part of that. Oh, Turtle can't double the spins. There's no dragon coins here. That's a Twitch thing only, unfortunately. The make me drink, make me snack, all those things that are a built-in Twitch perk. There's no way to do those here. I will not say that I'm okay with that. For the double spins thing. Yes, very lucky me. All right, I'm almost done the roof here, and then we'll do the spins, and then I'll worry about lighting it up. I have to figure. I guess I'm going to use probably flare lanterns because they looked the nicest versus what lighting options I saw. Right. Isn't taking too long, is it? Went along nicely. I'm happy with the blue stone. I'm glad we found that, and you all talked me into using it. Right. The problem with that, Smitty, is they won't grow unless you have a nether star crux block underneath the dirt. So you have to have the seeds, dirt, and then the crux. But you can't do that in the bonsai pots. There are several of the high-level stars that have to have a crux block underneath the dirt or they won't grow. So you can build it, but you can't put it in the pot. Is the issue that we're going to run into there. Almost done with this chapel ceiling, and we're going to do the shot for the spins and see what type of shots it is, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on now. Don't get crazy with the cheese whiz over here. Well, here would be my suggestion. See if there is a crux block. If there is, you have to have a crux. That's why the crux blocks exist. Unless they've somehow overwritten the no longer the need for the crux. But there's a crux for several of the different mystical seeds, and you have to have the crux underneath of it to work. All right. Now, obviously, as we discussed, that's going to be way higher than the rest of the building. The building is only going to be this high, and even then, I'm thinking that's still a little high. But we'll be okay. I'll figure that out. It is very dark in here. Welcome to prayer time. Yeah, there it is. Nether Star Crux. Yeah, that's what I found as well. All right, let's get that wheel spin. Let me grab this here real quick. For those of you who are unaware of what the heck I'm talking about, for every $5 we get donated, or for every new person who joins the membership program, I spin the wheel. And then I have to do a spoonful or shot of whatever it is we have. Now on there right now, it does say chili sauce. Turns out the chili sauce I bought had mold growing in it. So we're not going to eat that one. We'll respin if we get that. Spinning the wheel. Mystery bag. Wow, 3 in a row with the mystery bag. My goodness. Dijon mustard. Okay. Give me 1 second to grab my Dijon mustard. Please do not look at my butt. All right. And I'm back from outer space. Dijon mustard. And a mystery bag. You still out there, Mr. Moog? Ooh, I'm going to have to go get some more of these bottles. I'm almost out of these. All right, there's the first one. See, I pull out 2 of these, and then Mr. Moog gets to pick which one I do. All right. Mr. Moog. We have Kahlua coffee liqueur or Loco Nut coconut shot. Your choice, my friend. While you're doing that, I'm going to get a mouthful of Dijon mustard. All right. Nobody photoshopped that. Of all the things to get, this is not the worst. Not the best. Coconut for Mr. Moog. That I can do, my friend. Which I'm sure will be delicious after this heaping spoon of Dijon mustard. Thank you again very much, Mr. Moog, for your continued support of the channel. It is very much appreciated. Dijon mustard. Whoa! Oh, that's salty. Oh, that'll pucker up your butthole right there. Oh, God. Hey, Bubby. Hey, sweetie. Come here. Look. It's Buffy. She doesn't get on camera. She doesn't like to be picked up, but I'm going to get her for just a minute. Hi. Hi there. That's Buffy. Say hi to everybody. Here, buddy. You want some treats? Come here. Get your eye treats out. She let me pick her up for just a second. I'll do it. I got you. Kisses? Thank you. Here we go. Come here. Puppy. Your eye treats, darling. So I have these treats that I buy that are lysine treats. They help cats with their eyes. She has a permanent eye issue. So I have to keep an eye on it. And it's supposed to help, and by God, I'll try anything that makes her more comfortable. You know what I mean? All right, so we said the coconut Loco Nut. All right. Vampire Slayer, perhaps. I'm a huge fan But I'll be honest, that's the name she had when we got her. All three of our cats we adopted all at the same time from a foster. We got Buffy, who's my little girl. My wife hates it, but I always like to remind her that they all love me the most. But Kahlua away. Buffy is my little orange one. We have another little girl named Patches, who's a tortoise shell. And then we have a big old chubby black kitty with a stub tail, born that way, wasn't cut off. And his name is Midnight. We got all three of them at the same time. We kept all the names that they had. Their names. I'm not going to just change them. I'm not rude like that. All right. Cocoa Nut Shot. Again, Mr. Moog, thank you very much for your support of the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I don't even mind. I don't mind coconut stuff, but it's not good. It's not the worst one in there. It's not Everclear or gin. The problem is it just hit that Dijon mustard in my belly. Oh, coconut Dijon burp. That wasn't pleasant. Hey, Buffy, did you eat your treats? You did. Good girl. All right, you're going over there now. Have a sleep in your chair. It's so dark in this chapel. Well, let's fix that. Oh, yeah, that would fix it for me, but I want it to be lit up just in general, of course. Because the goal would be to eventually make this download, once I get it built, make it public for people to be able to log in on their own worlds and play it, right? And I know I'm using way more of these than I need to. I understand that. But I'm in creative, so it don't matter. I can adjust them as need be down the road. Silky, I'm pleased by your fantasy knowledge. Couldn't get through the Wheel of Time, though. Just didn't like it. Couldn't handle it. Just was too boring. It always kills me because I talk to people about the Wheel of Time. They're like, oh, you just got to give it a chance, man. I like the 6th or 7th book. It's awesome. Whoa. I gotta read 6 books before I start liking something. That is way too much time for me to invest in something I didn't like for 5 books. What's up, Madness? Good day, good day. It's lighting up the world. I hear a chicken. There might not be a chicken up there. Chicken will end up on my menu. Ooh. That Dijon and coconut liquor did not like my belly at all. My belly didn't like them, one or the other. La 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 la, clicking all the buttons, la la la. I figure I might as well go ahead and get this whole thing done with it while I'm under here. Well, good day. Welcome for hanging. Well, thank you for coming and hanging out. By the way, I have to say, if you're having a good time, please remember to click that like button. Most importantly, please remember to subscribe to the channel. That way you can hang out with us all the time. I'm here quite regularly. I stream every Sunday here, and I also stream every Thursday evening. Either every other week is our Mergedworlds Dungeons and Dragons story, and then the off weeks is our Behind the Dice Dungeons and Dragons podcast. So, which is usually, game oriented as well. So we got a lot of fun stuff that we do here on Sundays and Thursdays. And then every other Wednesday is, once a month. Oh my God. Once a month on a Wednesday, we also have a community play day. We do games mostly like Jackbox and such, and people can jump in and play with us. I say with us, but with me, you know what I mean. All right, should have 1, maybe 2 more rows, and I'll be done. Ah, itchy nose. but they don't produce anything because they don't have a crux. That's the issue. It's probably because they do not have a crux underneath them. Get through the first few books, they're good. Yeah, I hear that type of thing a lot. People said that about Game of Thrones. Like, I mean, you just get through a few seasons. I'm like, that's way too much time to invest in something I don't like, waiting for me to like it. That's like people who say, if you keep drinking beer, you'll learn to like it. Why? Man, there's enough drinks out there that I do like. Why in the world would I waste time training my body by drinking something I don't like until I can stomach it? Doesn't make any sense to the world. Don't know why. I'll say this. And of course, there's exceptions to every rule, but in my experience, every time somebody who tells me that, because they're a big beer fan, it's someone who drinks beer because it's cheap, not because it's better than anything else. Oh, I love beer. Okay. Why? Because you can get 26 cans for $1.50 of this. Listen, there's a reason it's that cheap. Let's see. Been heard of Texas de Brazil in Memphis? I will say that I have not. I've been to Memphis a few times, but it was only to go to the American consulate. And then I got right out of there again. For no reason that I have nothing else to do there. So it's not like I was afraid or I was anti-Memphis. First couple was Game of Thrones. After about 3 or 4, got a little ridiculous. It's the same type of thing. Well, I was talking about the TV show. I'm not going to read a book series that's never going to get finished. Oops, I went crooked on that one. I'm not going to waste time starting a book series I know that's never going to get done. So, I will shy away from that. Whoop, I keep knocking one right on the end there. All right. Why am I so slow all of a sudden? All right, so we took care of that. Now, I would like to bring the rest of this over here. I'll bring it to the edge of the building at least. It'll make more sense from the outside. Oop. Make more sense from the outside that way. I don't read much anymore. Just don't have time. I used to read a lot of fantasy novels until I started really writing Mergedworlds. And then I always had the fear I might accidentally take somebody else's material, even without meaning to. You know what I mean? Mergedworlds is pretty important to me, and I always wanted to make sure that I was writing original content. I won't say that I've always succeeded, but I've always tried my best to make sure that I wasn't using something else I read somewhere. So I started reading things that weren't fantasy-based on the rare occasion that I did read things. Just to have different points of view at things. And the one that things like World War Z, stuff like that. Well, that lit up the chapel all nice, didn't it? Very cool. You know where you are? You're in the chapel, baby. You're going to pray. Welcome to the chapel. Oh, God. All right, so those are up there. I like that. Captain Ryan says, hey, I'm kind of new to Skyfactor 4, and your tutorials helped out a lot. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Thank you very much. And hello, CMAM as well. Good day, good day. I'm glad that I could help. And thank you for coming by and saying so. That is appreciated. Let's see. Is there any type of chandelier in this one? Oh! Gold chandelier. Phalasium chandeliers. Okay. Hang on. This might be what I was looking for. Oh, that's way better. Yeah. Check that out. It's kind of like it's kind of like a candle, right? It kind of look like a candle to you guys. Let's see here. I read a lot until 7 years when I got my night job. Lost too much time for reading, so I converted to audiobooks. Gotcha. All right, Smitty. Have a good one, friend. Buddy. Should probably have some type of chairs back here for the holy to place their booty upon when they are not preaching. No worries, Smitty. Couple chairs here. In case people need to come up and hang out. And I say that you got... All right, how's the chandelier look when I hang it from the ceiling? Oh, that does look pretty, though. How's it from the side? I'm not sure I like it from the side. See if there's any other types of chandeliers I may have missed. Oh, guess not. Just those 4, but those give me some options, and I'll take it. I may use some flare lanterns as decorations. Cha-cha! All right, there we go. Seems a little warmer now. We got little lights in here. If I should have anything up here. There's a carp. I was not shooting for a carp, but okay. Oh, poo, you know what I should have done? Should use one of these carpets that are flashier. What do you guys think? Let me try. Okay, I take it back. These ones don't merge like they do in Sky Factory 4. Never mind. Those don't look good. Sky Factory 4, those merge into one specific, so that's an up for Sky Factory 4. Okay. Interesting, these are the first blocks they give. Poisey plank. From the energetic expansion. Sea pickle! Oh, you know I'm going to have to do something with a sea pickle. I'm going to plant some of this water stuff underneath. Yeah, I agree 100%. If they'd connected textures, I'd have been all about... When did I do this? Oh, that's how I went down underground. Okay, I know where I am now. Mega torch? No idea. I don't normally use them. Yeah, mega torch is there, but more importantly, the flare lantern is there. Prefer it. All right, so I was gonna. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a whole balcony up here thing I got to do. Crap, I forgot about the balcony. All right, so I got to figure out how high the second floor is going to be. So if this, that will be closed in as the roof. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's not too shabby. That works out really well, actually. There's our second floor. Okay. That works. So 5 up. All right. 4. Let's see. Odd numbers for symmetry. You know, I agree with you 99.9% of the time. There's only one thing that screws me over on odd numbers for symmetry. Double doors. I wish, one thing I like about Sky Factory 4 is that it offers those big doors that are 3 wide. I love those because then I can have the odd for the symmetry and so on and so forth. But when you're using double doors, you have to have it even or your doors aren't in the middle. And it just drives me insane. If it wasn't for that, I would be, yeah. So if I know I'm doing a double door, sadly, I'm going to have to do an even-spaced room. Where did I stop that? Right at the... Wow, I didn't realize I'd stopped it so well evenly. Those. 4 wide should work. I could put a wall around it. I do here 3. Right, yeah, that's what I was saying. That's one thing I liked about the big double doors in Sky Factory 4. I haven't checked if any of these have them. There are a lot of doors here. No, the double doors are not here. These are all singular doors. 4-panel trapdoor print. Okay, I gotta know what that is. Yep, can't do anything with it, so oh well. Alright. I'm gonna widen it more here. Widen it more. Widen it. Bad English. So the point being is there'll be a door people can come into to sit up top as well. So sadly, of course, I will not be able to put the benches on an angle, which is what I would normally, what I would like to do. Unfamiliar item, unfamiliar item. I don't know how to use this yet. Oh, God. Hey, what's the command to give myself all the prestige points again? I wonder if I just want to do like a double. Okay, I need everybody's thoughts. I'm gonna put a wall here. Let me see what I got for a wall. Wait, what am I using here? What's this called? Perma? Is there a wall? Thank God, there's a wall. Okay. All right. I'm in need of your thoughts and your opinions and other fancy words. Except I would probably put this maybe up a block in the back. But thoughts? What do we like better? The long bench or the individual seats? Again, that's long bench. Individual seats. Silky votes for the first one, the individual seats. Second said, right. Okay, so I'm assuming Big Mac is saying this one. So individual, we got 2 for the individual. No, I'm never going to actually fill this room with people, but you know. At least, I was saying, at least with these ones, you're all at least facing the front. He's turning your head a little bit. But again, this is the right, left. Okay, I'm going to need the middle door. no. Oh, I see. I forgot to put a space in front of that one. Ah, get out of this chairs. There's room to get up on the ends. Let's see. Try putting the benches against the... A carpet would work better with the version I have over here. I could... I could do that. I like that. I agree. I think we're going to do that. How much space did I have in the front? One block and then the thing. What do you guys think of that back area I just did? A little bit of bleacher seatings here at the back is what I was thinking, you know? No. Square one first. Ah, I keep sitting into the chairs. Yeah. I was thinking banners as well. I agree. Kind of. Banner pattern. That means. I put. I think I'd want it there. Skip one, pop. Skip one. Put that all the way at the end? No, I left. Did I leave two on this side? You're right, I did. One's enough. Thank you. Two pack. Pap. A meat haul for Vikings? I won't say that's a bad thing, right? I'll have to see if I can figure out a way to make the 2 teardrop design on a banner. I want to say it's possible, but I don't know how. So we'll see. Definitely not going to hang any on the front wall. Almost tempted to line that in gold. Give me 1 quick second if you would, guys. Sorry, wife had a question. Front walls reserved for ritual sacrifices. I do have the nice little tablet there. Feel like I should put a few on this wall. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to have too many. All right. So for overall, again, I can add more stuff as we find the cool stuff in this pack. But as a start, that's not too shabby. I'm not unhappy with that. All right, so in this room, I want dual stairs as well. So we said it was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that. What up, Paul? How goes it, sir? Forgot to find that. So door goes in there. We've got that done. First floor is covered. So we know how big the floors are going to be now. I should probably put a door in here. So at least we know. So the next thing for me to do at this point is to basically, what, you think I should line that in gold? Gold or silver? What would look better? Let's grab both. What's a block of silver look like in this pack? That one looks okay. That's a potential gold block. See if there's any other gold blocks that look better. Ooh, those are some oh, compressed. Good lord. Okay. Oh, they don't have the diamond with the golden apple crate. That looks golden frog light. Sounds delicious. All right. See if this is even noticeable. I don't even think that's noticeable. All right, everybody. Any thoughts here? It does separate them a little bit better. But the bottom one's nub is not tall enough that way. Oh, I know. I'd have to do it this way. Hang on. Okay. I agree and I like it. Only thing is, I think I need 2 more chairs. You know, for like a choir or something, you know. Guests of honor, whatever the case may be, you know. Guest speakers. All right. Yeah, let's see if we can find a better gold. The other ones are too dark, but we'll look. I like the gold that's around them, but this might be better for this. Yeah, there's no... That gives those a little bit more of a frame, so it doesn't look like just a block, gold block. I'm okay with that. Now, somebody get me a goat. I'm just kidding. No sacrifices. All right, we need to move on to the next room. All right, so I'm pleased with our temple. Now it's a matter of laying out the floor plan for the other rooms. Now, Artemis's rooms are on the 2nd floor. So basically, I need to build the 1st floor. Then I can worry about building the 2nd floor. So let's see. Before we do that, build a couple entrances to get into this place. I forgot. What are these called again? Forgot I was going to need the stairs. No. I wanted a corner, but I'm not getting it. Welcome to the temple. Welcome to the temple. All right. So, obviously, there's not going to be any rooms quite as big as this one. But I'm thinking, let's think of this from a fantasy standpoint. Biggest rooms in the temple. There's going to have to be where they eat. They're feeding everybody, hungry afterwards, the poor. There's going to have to be a large dining room with a good-sized kitchen off of it. I'm going to need a decent-sized room for the Templars to bunk in. And then another room for the orphanage. And then I need another room for the low-level clerics to share. And then there'll be individual bedrooms for higher-level clerics and people like Weston the Paladin. But I'm thinking big rooms, dining room with kitchen adjacent, bunk room, orphanage, infirmary, right? Temple of Healing, gotta have an infirmary. All right, so this is the front door, because it is. It's math. Now I have the pleasure of counting these ones. Bear with me, my children. I has to do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 30, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, and 50. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Five, 6, or 7, 8, 9, 40, 4, 5, or 6. I'm not gonna lie, that frog threw me off for a minute. That's what you get. 1, 2, 4. Ah! No! Frog attack! Frog attack! Sword. It's a netherite sword, and you are a no longer here frog. Raw frog leg, delicious. This is why I drop these down, so if I lose count, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 132. All right. So 50, 50, 50, 150, 182. So half of that would be 91, right? Mathematically. That's block 100. 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 95. Let me try that again. 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91. 91 and 92 would be my middle door. The barracks would not be close to the temple. The barracks are going to be closer to the outer side. Mostly because the temple is... there's going to be a guards room for conscious Templars, where I'll have a guard room right inside the door here. But the main barracks wouldn't be as much over here, and I say that because most of the people, orphanage, injury, clerics, their rooms are going to be in this area, and they're going to be more in line to guard the people that are there all the time. For the chapel, most of the conscious guards are going to be chilling out over there, I would agree. The unconscious ones don't have to necessarily be over there. They do need to be near exits. So instead of making a large barracks, I'm thinking of having a couple small barracks. Oh my goodness, I just found a wall that never got fixed. Okay. That, get rid of that, get rid of that. I didn't realize this side didn't get fixed because I was on the outside. Miss any others? I don't think so. I agree with the infirmary being somewhat far away from the chapel, but it's also going to need to be near a main entrance because you don't want to drag the sick people all the way through the living quarters. What's this? Right, exactly. I wouldn't put the infirmary over there. The dining room and kitchen are going to be across from it because again, if after this, because you think of it from hey, everybody's going to come in here and have a big old fancy dinner. Because you think of it, the church services are probably going to be once a week, right? I mean, even in that type of world, they're probably not daily. Artemis has other things to do. So, for many of the time, I'm going to have to decorate back here. It's too plain. But for a lot of the time, people will be coming in here for personal prayers, so on and so forth, special occasions, yada, yada. But if you're going to feed the hungry, you don't want to traipse them all the way through. They're going to come in the door. They're going to have, because you're going to welcome them to have a prayer, right? Even the poor people can have a prayer. And then they're going to come in here and they're going to have their meal. I'll probably have a big dining area here with the kitchen on the far side. Kitchen will also have access to feed the others. So the kitchen and dining room is going to be across from that. Infirmary, I'm thinking of placing on this side of this door, and then having a barracks on this side of the door, because this is going to be a primary entry and exit. That one is as well. These two entrances lead to Serenity as a whole. Over here will be an entrance that basically just gives you access to the lake. Because remember, on this side, it's going to be a big-ass lake over here. So there's not a lot of people going to be attacking from the lake side. But on the north side is where I'm also going to, over here somewhere is where I'm going to have to build a barn for horses, things like that nature. So I'm going to want to have a training area for Templars and such. So I'm going to want to have some of those over here as well. So I'm thinking a door is popped in the middle here. And infirmary and barracks over there. And then maybe barracks and orphanage over here. Teaching everything. Because again, most of the bedrooms for everybody who's not a Templar is going to be upstairs. The downstairs is basically going to be for Templars who need to be near the doors. I don't want them running down the stairs when they're needed. And then outside, I'm going to have to build the garden, which is going to go most of the way around this place. That's tended by our friend Kelvin and his clerics. All right, so how big? So right off the bat, I want to put a small guard room here. It'll be a single door thing. It's just basically that's going to let them have some guard presence near the front door. These will be for conscious guards. And I'm going to have one of these next to every entrance, even if I have a Templar sleeping area. There needs to be basically people who could come out here in an instant and slap face. I mean, we're going to come out and we're going to slap face. So much face slapping. You may not be aware of how much face slapping takes place in a temple. Let me tell you, my friends, it's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, and then we get a ceiling. Some are going to be a tad on the tall side, but I'm okay with that. Next level will be floor. Not going to worry too much about all the furniture right now until I get some of the rooms laid out. So this is going to be a banquet hall. And for special things, right? Oh, I subscribe on here. Bank account card or PayPal I pay with. Get the new bank card and want to make sure it's linked before. I'll be honest, sir, it doesn't tell me that. It only tells me that you're subscribed. I'm sorry. So I'm not sure how it was set up. I apologize. Back door for the guard. Oh yeah, I'll have doors here that'll let them into the lunchroom as well. I agree 100%. They should have access to pretty much any room. Why is there a pig in the temple? Pig's gonna get his ass whooped later. That pig's gonna end up in the kitchen. Why are these doors open? That's just gonna bug me. All right, so that'll come in here, right? This is gonna be, now the back part of this is gonna be the kitchen. I'm gonna have a doorway that they can take food to other places as well. This ended up, now that I'm building it to scale, it's actually ending up bigger than I thought it was going to. And I'm okay with that. It's giving me more room to work with stuff. The kitchen is going to be of good size, because you can imagine, A, if you're feeding the hungry, but B, they're going to have special religious occasions where hundreds of people, if technically not thousands, show up to participate, right? This is going to be my big kitchen area. I'm going to have a pantry on this side, which is going to be underneath. It's going to be double layered. One side is going to be an underground pantry for the cold stuff, because that's how normally that worked. You kept it underground where it was more cool. And then above it will be things that don't go bad. Like the meats and stuff will be downstairs. And I'll actually put chests down there with foods in them. My goal is to decorate this whole thing and make it interactive. No, that's what I was agreeing with you, Silky. Yeah, I would put one on. I'll put one in there as well. Yeah, I agree. They should be able to get in everywhere. Oh, bye, Big Mac. Hey, glad you came by and hung out with us, man. You have yourself a great day. 2 years. I know, Paul. There are a couple of you guys that are dang close. Let me see here. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Sorry, I had something pop up here real quick. Let me get back over there. YouTube. There are a few of you. Let's see. How close are we? So if we grab the list of members here on the YouTubes. There it is. Neon and James have 3 months until they hit 2 years. And then Paul, Scott, and Jack Does Disney. Scott Allen being the original guy who played Rafe Firemoon, my friend in high school. The three of you are on par to hit it in 4 months. So yeah, you guys, I got a handful of people that are going to hit 2 years here soon. It's crazy. All right, so pantry. Replace this size, it's going to have to be pretty good size. Shelves all around it, chests, fill it with things. Not sure where I'm going to place the door yet. It's going to depend on how I set things up. Now, this side's going to need doors, obviously, as well. There's kitchen, there's that. I agree I'm going to want to have a door in here, but I haven't decided if I want to put it on this side or this side. Depends on where I put the layouts for the tables. Right now, I'm just trying to mark off some of the rooms. Now, I'm going to keep... This walkway is awfully wide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to run this all the way across. The main crossways are going to be 6. But I'm actually going to make the rest of them 3 wide. 1, 2, 3... There. That's how long a regular hallway is going to be. Now, I'm going to bring this all the way across, and I'll have to break up where my hallways are when I need them. But this is just so I can cross my doors. I want to make sure this all lines up okay. All right. So I put that there. Back over here, I want to make sure I have the right amount on each side of the door. Sorry, that was going to bug me. I got 2 on each side. Okay, 2 on each side. Sense. Obviously the quarters, the 4 section that are made by cutting it in parts this way. I'm not going to have them all be identical. Of course. That would be crazy talk. Meant to open it and just broke it. So I did 2. I still want to know what these stupid balls of light are for. Anybody who's playing Sky Farm, if you figure out what those lights are for, please tell me. I've yet to find a reason for those things. And you can walk through them. They don't hurt you. Just annoy you. Right. 1, 2, pop, 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 pop. Happy to pap, pap. Let's see. Legislators and escorts to move through the complex. Escorts? Artemis doesn't have that kind of temple, I'll tell you. That's down the street, just to the... You know, we never did discuss brothels or anything in Mergedworlds. I don't think it ever came up as a conversation. All right, so there's your main intersection, right? And the halls are going to be different depending on the chord. I'm not going to have them all be identical. But that gives me 4 even sections to work with. So I can map off a lot of stuff. Now, I was going to originally have the library above this. I'm not going to have that many secret passageways. There's only one that everybody knows about. In the story, there's one. Can't give away things for future stories, of course. Ah, I finally cornered that pig. Sir, ooh, what is this sword? Erternernamurmurm sword. I have an Erternernamurmurm sword, and you have bacon. The first bacon in the pantry. Delicious. And some tallow. I'm not sure why I needed that, but okay. So there's that. I'm thinking here, I'm going to bring this hallway down. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to keep it solid the whole way. But I'm thinking, not you, Frog. I'm thinking of having a hallway this way on this side. Show up. This could lead into a room. That's a lot of space. I've got a lot more room to work with than I thought I was going to. I've made this much larger than the original temple. Now that I'm seeing it, I'm concerned I need to shrink it down. But at the same time, I feel like she has a big-ass temple. All right, well, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it this big. I'm gonna find a way to work with it. Guess I can get rid of these. Pop. Pop. Google Pay. Move old card, add new cards. Gotcha. Yeah, I started using just checking account directly just so I could stop doing that. You know what I mean? So I could stop having to update. Because it always happens, right? When you least expect it. Well, it's hard to scale it down later. If I'm breaking it into even quadrants, if I was going to make it smaller, I'd have to do that now. And I'd be cutting part of this end off. Oh. I'm having a think. Bear with me a moment. One, two, three, four, five. $35. 85. Take 40 off. So half of 85 is 42.5. 43 is the middle. That's 50. 746. Oh, let's see. Link to your PayPal. Gotcha. All right, Silky. Have yourself a good one. Catch you later. I've got about 15 minutes left, and I got to call it a day anyway. So, but I appreciate you coming by and chilling with us. I will have a lot of this mapped out probably by the next Sunday. So, hopefully you'll be surprised and enjoy the changes that I've made. There's so much more to build. This is definitely going to take a while. What I was thinking about doing is cutting this chunk out and making it like a little park or inlet to a garden. Trying to decide if I want to do that. Like if I was building this temple, would I want to build it with a chunk out? How does that affect the ability to defend it? It would also cut the chunk out of the second floor, and I'm not sure I want that. So we are going to leave it as it is for right now. Put those in there to remember it. I'm going to leave it there as a room because that's not too shabby either way. I likes it. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and finish walling out the outer wall because that's something that I can do right now to get done, to get that finished up. Basically, don't go there. And I'm going to have to do this manually, just so it doesn't grab the rest of that wall. Get in there and click that. My God. I am a little unhappy with myself that I didn't leave an area for guards to patrol above at that end. It's an oversight and way, way too much work for me to add it now. It'd be almost a redesign of the outside, and I'd rather not do it. Whoops. That's a bad click. Bad throw. Bad throw. Any of you guys were at my Twitch 7 Days to Die stream last night with Colonel Gaming, you'll know that every so often I'll be having an explosive and I'll throw it badly. So, bad throw. Bad throw. It normally means get out of the way. Draven hath made a boo-boo. Lord knows I make a lot of boo-boo. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me on this stream tonight. I have to, of course, say I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, if you had a good time, please remember to click the like button. Most importantly, remember to subscribe. And I'm on here several days a week. I'm also over on my Twitch channel. You can find links to all of that stuff down in the description. Oops, missed a spot. In the description of this stream. Little fancy schmancy area down there. As well as links to my website, my store, where you can get merch like I'm wearing and all over behind me here, and things like that. If you are interested in joining our membership program, there's a lot of cool perks you get, such as access to our members-only Minecraft servers. What else? You get head starts on community game nights, so a better chance for you to get into the games that we're playing before we open it up to just anybody. I'm hitting it one extra time every time. What else? Anybody you see chatting in with the green font or a balloon font, Those are members. We have quite a few of them. It's a lot like a Twitch sub. I do have subs on Twitch as well, and the perks here are the same as the perks over there, with the exception of the few things that are built into Twitch that YouTube just doesn't have, of course. But if you're interested in supporting the channel and getting you some free gubs or access to stuff at the same time, that or subscribing on Twitch is a great way to do it. Or, of course, you can always, if you'd like, donate via Super Chat or Super Sticker, like we had a little bit earlier, or through the direct link down in the description of this stream. Safe way to do that, credit card, debit card, or with a PayPal, if that's more convenient for you. Never required, but definitely appreciate anything thrown that way. But I just appreciate you coming by and hanging out with me. I'm excited to be able to stream again back on YouTube a little bit, especially here Sundays and Thursdays. Making sure I get some cool stuff out for all you folks who've been hanging with it. Long time folks over here. Maybe one day we'll get ginormous. But we did hit 15.7 thousand today. So I will say that we are less than 300 away from 16,000 subscribers on YouTube. And that's pretty cool. I'm excited to hit big numbers like that. For me, it's every 250 where I normally roll. 15.5, 15.75. We are as close as we are to hitting 16. We'll definitely do that. We may even hit 17 this year. Would be cool. I'm getting better. Did I not go tall enough? Ah, crap. I didn't go tall enough. Pooh. Well, not real quick. At least that's just 2 clicks. I have to slow down for that. Is there another pig in there? It's a frog. Oh my god. Animals getting in my house. Don't approve. Get some dread lamps down and get that stopped. Pigs and frogs in my house. That ain't cool. Whoa. What happened here? Not sure, but I'm sure I can find someone else to blame for it. Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier. I have another Minecraft video coming out tomorrow. It is the first part of our Sling Golf Let's Play, gameplay we did a while back. It's probably going to be in 3 parts. It's a really long one. But yeah, that'll be up. The first part of that will be up tomorrow. I've got it almost set, ready to go. So, guys, I was going to say look forward to that. Hopefully you look forward to that. It sure would be cool if you did. All right. So we've got the outer wall. We've got the chapel done, which is the primary thing. For me, the most important places to build are the chapel and Artemis's quarters. Artemis has several rooms upstairs on this side of the chapel. And then there is a secret passageway that leads down underneath of it to the hidden crystal cave beneath. No problem, Elemental. You're in time. We still got like 10 minutes left. Hey, check out my temple. I'm building Mergedworlds. This is Artemis's temple so far. Oh, hey, Buffy. I'm building Artemis's temple. I'm shaping out rooms and such now. The only room that we finished was the chapel. This will be Artemis's chapel and her temple. Still going to do some more decorating in these things as well. I've got some ideas, especially as I start getting more familiar with Sky Farm and I find different blocks and decorations that I didn't know to look for, There's a lot of weird stuff in here. Chimes, violin. There's a freaking violin. What am I going to do with a violin? But I mean, you know, I could have that. I have a music section or something, right? And the stream set up, and then I had to power cut the light. Oh, crap. Oh, no worries, buddy. No worries. Ooh, there's cool boats in here. Have a dock. Yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with the way that the chapel turned out. So right now it's just a matter of, oops, forgot. I don't have a second floor yet. Building it. The first floor, sectioning off the rooms I want. So that's going to be, this is going to be a guard room here. This is going to be like a banquet area or eating area with the kitchen here, pantry there. Definitely going to have barracks, infirmary, orphanage, library. I feel like classrooms, orphanage, library, these are three things that would be close together. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking putting the infirmary right here. As soon as you come in the door on this side, bam, infirmary. And then it'll be a decent size. I could put the library in the corner. That's library in the corner. Nobody puts library in the corner except for me. And then I could have like orphanage next to it. Maybe a training area. Another guard room here. This corner is where I'm thinking about building the barracks for the actual guards. Then I'm going to look at things like windows and such too. It's not all going to be just solid. I'll definitely put windows. There'll probably be like stained glass windows and maybe even some outdoor balconies that people can walk out to overlook the park when I build the park out here. There'll be a lot of stuff like that. But I'm pleased with it. So I'm going to do a chunk of work on this before I get back here next Sunday. Because again, this is one building in a world that I'm building. Like this is a long-term project. So one of the big things my goal is going to be is to build Serenity Lake before next stream. Because Serenity Lake is what everything else is around. And it's a good size. So building a giant lake is not going to be easy. It's going to take some time. And I don't think it's that exciting to watch. So I will be working on that outside the stream. Even more before I jump in this. I'll probably work on this as well. But I definitely have to get the lake done. All right. But yeah, we're right near the end of the stream here. So we'll go ahead and sit up and say our goodbyes. Again, I appreciate everybody who came by. Again, if you don't mind, if you liked me even a little bit, whether it's today, tomorrow, or 10 years down the road you're watching it, it would be awesome if you'd click like. If you have any feedback, comments, things you'd like to see, things you'd like to change, throw those down in the comments. Always happy to hear from people who've watching. I'm always happy to respond as best I can. So feel free to interact. You can also go to my website, onlydraven.com. Link at the bottom, or there's a place at the bottom of the homepage. You can send me emails directly if you have questions, suggestions, and feedbacks for games or Minecraft tutorials you'd like to see. You can also join our Discord. There's a button at the top of my homepage you can click on that'll take you into that. You'll also find on my website links to all my socials, the ODG store for cool ODG merch, water bottles, and like posters and shirts and all sorts of stuff on there. What else? Mergedworlds podcast is every other Thursday, so that'll be this week at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I'll be doing the Mergedworlds story. I do that every other week. On the off weeks, at the exact same time, I have the Behind the Dice live stream podcast. So it's me talking D&D, working on D&D stuff, chatting with you about your stories, adventures, and characters and things, and hashing out some cool stuff. So it'll be cool there as well. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow on Twitch at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back in my regular Sky Farm world. Proceeding with that, I've done a whole mess of renovations. So we've got a lot more room to work with. With that said, I am going to call it a day. Again, thank you for coming and hanging out with me. It is always fun to see you all. And thank you to those folks who donated to support the stream today. It was appreciated. All right. You all have yourselves a wonderful day. See you again soon. See you later.